Last episode, we saw improvement from the team as we started to get positive results in the league, but with promotion still out of reach at the moment, it's up to us to get the best from Paris FC this time out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respect the Jeff here, and we are back managing Paris FC, sitting in 9th place at the moment, and with all eyes on promotion and getting it fast, we need to really see an uptick in form from this squad. A lot of players looking to be involved and messaging us as we try to figure out our best starting 11, but I think for the time being, we're going to stick with more or less the same team we did last time. The new formation seems to have worked out great. Let's get to it. Alright, straight into the action and in search of a win. We need to really capitalize on all of our opportunities. Honestly, not all that many games left in the season. I think 12 or 13 at this point. Having just taken over midway through the season, it doesn't give us a ton of time to really change the fortunes around for this team. And honestly, especially considering the kind of form we've had in charge so far, it's not really helping the case. But like I said, I think we're starting to slowly figure out our best team, and a lot of the young players coming through are only going to get better with time, so really sky's the limit for this team if we play our cards right, but that is a big if. We definitely need to be careful with the way results have been going. So far so good from the team as we creep up towards halftime, but it's slightly underwhelming once again. We found ourselves on the back foot for a lot of that first half, and with the game still scoreless and us really in need of a win, it's simply not good enough. Diakite moves the ball forward for Warren Caddy, who asks to start and is granted his wish, but again, it breaks down. It's poor build-up play from the team, and we just don't see enough. Later in the game, new signing Umar Soleil comes in with a clumsy challenge, and I guess it studs up, so it's a red card, and we're down to 10 men. It's been a really unimpressive game here, and that's hugely disappointing from our new signing. We signed him to be a presence in the back and maybe be a more mature player to help our back line, but he's left us in a really tricky situation here. 10 minutes left, still scoreless at least. Lopez puts in a ball. No one really there to get on the end of it. Husni tries to get in over the goalkeeper, but not exactly the tallest player you'll see. Ball in behind now with only a minute or two remaining. We just have to make sure we can keep a hold of this game, but it's out of the balance now. Goal scored against us with only seconds remaining in the game. And again, it is just so disappointing from the team. It wasn't good enough. I thought maybe we'd at least be able to hold on for a draw, but I mean, fair play. We've definitely been second best so far. Not a lot of chances left in this one here. Gaetan Laura, probably last look at goal, and he goes all the way off the kick. It's into the side netting, and again, it's a hugely disappointing result there. A big loss for the team just as we were starting to get back to form last time out. And we need to figure out exactly what's going on with this team and do it fast. Alright, well, some players chipping in here. On the bright side, some of the players are still backing us. Diakite happy to be involved, but again, we're starting to see a little bit of unrest in the dressing room. Ousmane Kante, who was subbed off at halftime, in an effort to get us playing a little more offensive, comes at us and really questions our decision there. But we're not really going to put up with that kind of behavior, so we sent back a bit of a snippy remark, and we'll see what goes on there. I'm not going to freeze him out of the squad. We need all the players we can get, but something to keep an eye out for. With his contract up to be renewed next season, we'll see what happens. For the time being, this team needs some kind of change, so we're taking them out on a team bonding trip. It's the new event for the episode, and this is going to give all the players in the squad a morale boost. You could see the morale before to after. All of the players, like I said, are temporarily given a boost to have high morale. And who knows, it won't change our tactics or anything like that, but maybe it's just the boost we need to grind out a win or two. On the bright side, taking a look at results elsewhere, Paris Saint-Germain, who we left obviously to be managing here, are struggling. I guess it's kind of nice to see that they're a little worse off without us at the helm. A little bit of revenge coming their way maybe. But we have to start building towards getting that revenge and getting to Ligue 1. And with that said, let's get back to action. Here we go, Paris FC returning to the pitch after a morale-boosting event in the middle of the week. Hopefully it's enough to get these players on the same page and just get us performing that little bit better. To be perfectly honest, I also switched up the camera angle here. I don't think that was helping anything, so we can see some more of the pitch at least. And the team gets off to a flying start here, really pushing forward, looking for goals, and Lopez crosses one into the face of goal, and it's Augustin who gets his first start in a while, capitalizing at the end of the move, and rockets it into the back of the net. Well, our new signing hasn't exactly hit the ground running here. I honestly was expecting more of him when he signed, but he's shown little to nothing, to be perfectly honest. Gaetan Lora, especially the kind of form he's been in, definitely doesn't warrant a start over him. But we're trying to shake things up here and find out what works best. And hey, I mean, if he can keep that kind of form up, he can definitely be in contention for the starting spot more frequently. We got to be careful defensively, though. Again, playing the ball around, we're fortunate to get away with that one for sure. Always looks to be a liability defensively here with this team. We'll see if we can't start to build a little more of a solid core. We have very young players in defense, at least in the center back spot, so I think that definitely gives us something to think about for the future. Gaetan Lora now cutting inside, lays it off. Augustin scores the second. Lovely stuff from the striker, and we are getting the best out of him already. Half an hour into the game, 2 goals, and so far we haven't conceded either. Things look to be in really good shape at this point in the game. The team is up and running. We're just going to have to keep tinkering until we find a team that's going to grind us out consistent results, and we might just have that on our hands here if we can see this out to the impressive result that it would be. Gaetan Lora pushed out to the wing to make room for Augustin up top, still able to make his impression on the game, and Diakite cracks a shot at goal, not too far off. The young center mid starting to find his footing more and more as the season goes on. He was out for 4 months with a really nasty injury, and it's good to see him coming back to somewhat of his best. Still only 18, I think, in this save right now, and one of the higher potential players in the entire squad, so I'm excited to see what kind of player he can develop into. Tricky situation developing now. Shot at the goalkeeper, and it's seen out by the veteran between the sticks to keep us still hanging onto this clean sheet here. Another crack at goal, denied by the defense, and Gaetan Lora back there doing the hard defensive work, building out from the back now. So powerful and quick with his run, and he's still going here all the way down the pitch. Can we make something of this? Still going. Lora, can he cross? Yes, puts a ball to the back post. Arab, no way! How has that been saved by the goalkeeper? It was beautiful play from Paris FC, but it wasn't enough to find a goal at the end of the move. Still 2-0 though. It looks to be in good shape, this game. Starting to get a little end-to-end here. Both teams throwing numbers forward, and it's back and our end now. Oh my god, what a shot into the top corner, and we concede with 15 minutes left. There's no stopping that, and to be perfectly honest, I don't even know what we could have done to prevent the chance. That is poor marking from the defense, but my god, what a shot. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done at least. Header down at goal. It's caught. It comes down to the wire, but we see it out to a result. 3 points for the team, finally, after stuttering all season long, and starting to look like we're getting more and more wins at least, slowly heading in the right direction. And although we didn't necessarily hit the ground running at manager, I think results are starting to build on themselves. The big talking point here is Augustin, who gets the start up top and capitalizes with 2 goals, so he's definitely one to watch out for going forwards. With that said, on we go. Alright, well, not bad at all. We're back up to 9th place, and still definitely within a shout of promotion, although we're going to need really consistent results to try to make that happen, with about 10 games left in the season. Now, taking a look at the squad so far, Gaetan Lora leading by a pretty good amount here. He's the only one to crack double digits for goals, but pretty evenly spread all over the pitch, which we do like to see. We're not overly reliant on one superstar on the team or anything like that. And honestly, we're only a handful of points off of those top couple of spots into 6th or 5th place, so we'll see exactly what we can make happen. The games are gonna keep rolling in though. We take on 16th place Nancy Lorraine. Let's get to it. Alright, here we go. Husni back in the starting 11. We rested him the last game, and I think it's a little unfair to put so much pressure on a young player, so I'm not exactly going to force him into the lineup every single game, but the kind of games he's been putting in so far this season, I think warrants a good amount of playing time, and I think we're just going to continue to see that from him. Ismail Garbi, the other one, new signing, looking to show what he's got. Header at goal. It was going to be offsides anyways, but we're looking to create more chances. And honestly, I think going back and forth between some of these formations, we're starting to find ourselves in a little bit more of a threatening position offensively, getting good balls into the box, figuring out exactly what players are there to capitalize. And Ilyas Husni, another chance. World-class save from the goalkeeper, and that easily could have been the breakthrough here. Well, he's back into the team, and he's back looking like our most dangerous player. If he can work on his finishing and final balls just a little more, this guy is going to be something else. Into the box now, it's S1E again, cracks one at goal, and Nathan Trott makes an outstanding save. Trott, who we actually know from our time with West Ham United and FIFA 20, I guess is looking to show us what he's got here by putting in a great performance. S1E takes his man on one-on-one, still going. Arab, back flick, Hannon, still going, looks to play it through. It's a lovely build-up play, but again, missing just that final ball. Headed back down, looking to gather it up. But it's a breakaway back in our direction. Axel Bamba getting beaten, and it could be a dangerous play here at the near post. Lovely save from the goalkeeper. And despite having other plans for the future in terms of having signed Zidane to be our goalkeeper next season, our current 38-year-old goalkeeper doing the trick just fine for the time being. Coming into the second half here, still in search of a goal, Ismail Garbi holding his man off and still going. Lovely run from the youngster, picks out Augustin, and again, gives the ball away. Despite scoring 2 goals last game, Augustin looking really limited. I mean, this is why we haven't really seen much from him this season. I just think he's kind of a limited player. He can obviously score goals. We saw that last time out. 2 balls into the box, 2 goals came out of it, but we just don't see a lot in the build-up play. He's not the quickest. His touch isn't the best. And although, I mean, he's definitely got room to grow for sure. I think he's still only 24. It's the reason he's not necessarily starting over Gaetan Lora every game, and he has been underwhelming so far. S1E, lovely footwork, looks to play it through, really clever ball, and again, Augustin just not necessarily on the same page. So we bring on Gaetan Lora as a sub late in the game here. Let's see if it can't be the difference maker. Warren Caddy flicks it through. Lopez across the face of goal. Garbi somehow gets it over. It's not the prettiest finish you'll see, but he gets his first goal for Paris FC. Great stuff. He's been slightly underwhelming since signing. Still a really sharp player. I think we've seen a lot of dangerous intent from him driving forwards, but for a player who was scoring goals in the Champions League and Ligue 1 when we were in charge at PSG, I think we had expected more from him. Hopefully this is a sign of better things to come. Right position, I think maybe this will just get his confidence up a little bit going forwards. But finally, we get our goal. We are back on top in this game, and with a couple minutes left, we just got to see this one out. It's been a solid performance from the team so far, and assuming nothing too bad happens here, it will have been a pretty mature performance from the team. Although we do have to hang on and make sure we keep a hold of our lead here. Gaetan Lora getting back to do the hard defensive work. Bertrand playing it in. Axel Bamba closing down. The opposition just passing it around patiently. Seconds remaining in the game. All hands on deck. We're getting numbers back into the box. Man rolled though, and it's Jung. Oh my God, what a finish. We just keep conceding these kind of goals. It was decent defensively. The players definitely throwing their bodies on the line, but wow, what a strike. Perfectly into the top corner, past the fingers of the goalkeeper at his near post. And it's pretty much a wonder goal that sees this game out. No time left for a response. And again, that is very disappointing. We settle for a point in a game we probably should have won. And once again, Paris FC struggling to get results in games that we should be winning. You can see the team is not happy about this. Despite the temporary boost in morale, it's still not good enough. Alright, well, we move on with the season. We're in March at this point, still in 9th place. But still a couple points off of a chance at promotion at least, so we'll see what happens there. In the meantime, if you guys want to be a part of this series, feel free to join the Discord, link in the description. It is free, and a huge shout out to the coaching staff in Discord who's been helping out with this series. So many good ideas getting floated around, and all of you are directly responsible for the way that this career is shaping up. So I'd love to have more of you in there to help shape the future of Paris FC, because Lord knows at the time we need it. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Helps the channel out a ton. With that said, I'll be back soon with next episode, but until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.